Hi, this is 365801 and this is my manga haul for the month of July 2020. As you can see, I've got a big stack. About half of them are new titles that have been released quite recently, and the other half, oh boy, they're all pretty much white whales, ones I thought I would never get, and I got them, and there's loads. Wah! July is an absolutely crazy month. Crazy month. Wow. I mean, guys, it's just gonna be so good. I'm so excited about showing you. Before I do though, just want to point out I've got a lovely little plant there with some flowers, looking good. Got my wee desk spruced up a wee bit again with something living, which hopefully this one will stay alive a little bit longer. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm actually filming this a little bit earlier in the month of July, so there might be some things that come a little bit later on that might arrive in the month of July that I've bought, but I'll do that for an August haul. I'm going to try and see if I can not buy anything else. I'm going to really try for a no buy for the month of August, so wish me luck on this one. But guys, the titles this month are so good, so let's just get into it. Now I'll just go through all of the newer titles rather than out of print titles or white whales. Let's go through all the newer titles that I got for the month of July, and I mostly got them all through one purchase through Book Depository. It's quite a good way of getting them because you know that you don't have to pay any postage and packaging, which is really good. As you can see, the first title is Therapy Game Volume 1 by Meguru Hinohara, and this is a Sublime title. Most of the titles I got through Book Depository were Sublime titles. This is the kind of second volume in the series, although this is obviously Volume 1, as you can see. It is very much related to Secret XXX, which was a title that I picked up in May and enjoyed a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. As you can see, it's still in its sort of plastic wrap packaging, so I haven't opened it up yet. And it's the story about the brothers, so Shimizu and Minato, as it says on the back, and they end up meeting on a drunken night out and consoling each other. Shimizu's apparently heartbroken, and Minato has a bit of fun with him. Or wants to have more fun with them. So there you go, this is what I'm going to be reading soon, because I cannot wait to rip off the plastic and have a read of this. It looks really good. The artwork, as you can see on the front cover, is just beautiful. It's exactly what I'd expect from Meguru Hinohara, because her artwork in Secret XXX was lovely as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where the brothers go. The different style of characters you can see on the cover. Shimizu is the one with the sort of pinky hair, and Minato has like a rocker type aesthetic. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it a lot. So this next title is Given Volume 2 by Natsuki Kizu, and this is also a Sublime title. I do not have Volume 1. When I went to go purchase some new titles, getting all excited about getting new titles, I went to go see if Given was at a good price, and it wasn't anywhere at a good price. So I think due to everyone being locked down, maybe the amount published has been quite small, and so sellers have not wanted to put any discounts on it yet. In some cases I don't think they even have any available, and that seems to be the case with a lot of the newer releases. There are some available in some online shops, and some online shops there are just none available at all, waiting to be restocked. We'll let you know, and that's usually where I'd get some good deals and bargains and stuff. So Given Volume 1, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get that, because I don't want to pay full price for it, because generally I think you can get it for you know, at least a couple pounds off, and that's what I'm looking for, especially now I think with the $9.99 price tag. So this one I got a good deal on, and so I was able to pick it up. As you know, this has been made into an anime, which did really well last year. It got a lot of hype and buzz, so a lot of people were really excited about it, and I think it is very well made anime, and I really enjoyed watching it, so I already know very much what the story is, following the 4 guys who are in a band together, and 2 of them are in high school and 2 of them are at university, and they just play good music together, and you know, relationships start happening. So if you haven't watched the anime, go and give it a watch. It's quite good. It's a nice wee yeah, enjoyable time. I actually just recently watched it again. I just sat down and was like, I'm gonna watch this again. So I watched it all the way through in one day. It's great. It's a good way to spend a day. Just like all BL all the time. So yeah, given I haven't read this yet, it doesn't have its plastic on, so I'm guessing there's no schmankiness in there. Boo. But not all that surprised, considering the anime was very tame, but usually animes are, so I don't know if there's a lot more in there in the manga than there is in the anime. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. I would like to just try and get volume 1 first, but then if I can't for a while, I'll just read volume 2 because I already know what the story is about. Yeah, really good. Mahuyu is the cutest little Pomeranian. So yeah, he's probably my favourite character. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. So the last time I was in Japan, this was actually being released, and I think a couple of volumes had already been released, so I was aware of this. It's been a few years now actually. So this is Cast Heaven Volume 1, and this is by Chise Ogawa, and it is about a school where they have a sort of system, a game that they play involving the deck of cards, and everyone gets assigned roles, and no matter what your actual personality or what kind of person you are, you then have to live the rest of the year or the rest of the time with that role, no matter what it is. And some people are at the top of society and some people at the bottom of society. And so yeah, this is volume 1, and of course it has lots of smexy times because it's Chise Ogawa, and that's how she writes it, and it's not always pleasant. And yeah, so I already knew a bit about this anyway. I think I got a copy in Japanese before I left Japan. This one still has plastic on, so I'm looking forward to ripping the plastic off and diving in. You're like, why have you not read them yet? Because I'm actually filming this a little bit earlier in July, so that I have lots of things going on, so I'm maybe gonna be a little bit busy at the last week, so I want to make sure I got this done. So yeah, I will hopefully be reading this by the end of the month, but yeah, this is a title I'm looking forward to reading. Now the great thing about this is I already have volume 2, yay! So this is Cast Heaven Volume 2 by Chise Ogawa. The artwork's a little bit different, so we've got different characters on the front. This is also its plastic, waiting to be read. I do like Chise Ogawa's artwork. It's kind of easy-going line work, but very expressive and easy to get into. So I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. They both happen to be reduced down a couple of pounds, and I thought that was good enough for me to want to purchase it, so I ended up getting the 2 together. I would not usually actually go out of my way to get Cast Heaven because some of the themes are quite heavy and dark, and as much as I can sit down and read them, for the past few years I've definitely been steering away from the kind of heavy stories and mainly been trying to focus on happy light things, like know yourself, patient, know thyself. You know, what is gonna help you with your mental health? Probably not reading Cast Heaven. Except the Smexy Times is good, and that's always good, and that does help your mental health. Hey, just put it out there. So yeah, Cast Heaven should be a good read, and because I got volume 1 and volume 2, I'll be able to sit down and immerse myself in a lot of depressingness. I say depressing, but actually, when you talk about, you know, some people at the top of society and some people at the bottom. It's just a reflection of real life, but to a slightly extreme degree, slightly more coloured, you could say. That it's, the saturation has been turned up a notch when those who are at the bottom of society get a hard time and those who are at the top of society, you know, get to live it up. And it's all kind of arbitrary anyway. So BL, who knew? It's, you know, giving you social commentary. I love that about BL. I love this about BL. That something like Cast Heaven, which some people I think will find distasteful or find it disturbing or find difficult to read because, as I said, it's not fluffy, happy story, and yet at the same time there's a social commentary going on. It's like saying something to us as readers. We're not just, you know, consuming the sexiness and the smexy good times, or not, as the case may be. We're actually also saying, hey, here's a mirror, this is what society is like. It's all arbitrary. Why are the people at the top of society at the top? What made them, you know, the valid choice for that position? Nothing. So, you know, yeah, there you go. Social commentary with some smexy BL times. Love it. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Now this is the last of the new titles, kind of in air quotes, the new titles that came out and that I was able to get for the month of July. And this is a 7 Seas title, so of course I love 7 Seas. And just having a wee quick flick through it, it's such great quality, such a good, well put together volume. You can just feel the quality on the glossy paper outside. The paper inside feels like it's good quality. It's been cut really nicely. Often I've noticed quite recently some of the manga I've gotten has not been cut well. Sometimes the cover flap has been cut in by quite a margin rather than just the slight margin that it really should be. So 7 Seas is doing the Lord's work here. I mean, it's given as Classmates by Asumiko Nakamura, and also doing it with such care and style. Oh, thank you 7 Seas. They are fast becoming my favourite choice, I think, for BL titles in terms of the publication, just because the choices that they're making is just really well done, but they're also doing it with care and love. So whoever's over there, I really do, you know, salute you. You're doing a good job. So well done. Keep it up. We love you. Anyway, so this is Classmates in a print form. I have Classmates digitally. It was originally published digitally with June Manga, or the digital media publishing, and I have the 3 volumes of this Classmate series, and I just read it actually recently, so maybe just February or March, so I wasn't really all that bothered about getting these ASAP, but getting them when I can see them for a good price. Now it is 7 Seas, and it is good quality, so they're putting, you know, a price on it, so I have to look out for good deals, and this one came at a good deal. I think it was about £7, and I think that's a good price to pay for this. So if the other 2 volumes go down to that, they're kind of skipping around the £8.50 mark at the moment, and if I can get them both down to £7, that's like a saving of £3. So that's another volume of manga. That's how I kind of work. That's how I work my life, is how many volumes of manga can I get for that? And so yeah, if I can get a discount on 1 volume, it adds up over time, and so you can get more. Anyway, back to this one. It is volume 2 of the series, Sotsugyosei, the winter version. As you can see, they're in their coats. I have known of this series, oh god, like it's 10, 12 years? 12 years at least. I was kind of introduced to it by my friend. I was learning Japanese. such a great guy, and he was like, oh, I love this series, I love this artist, I've been collecting their work in Japanese because there's obviously not available in English, hopefully it will be. That was a long time ago. Now you can get a lot more Asumiko Nakamura's work, but he was collecting everything in Japanese anyway, even though he couldn't read Japanese or speak Japanese, but we were both learning Japanese together. And he got the drama CD of the characters going through it, and so he could kind of listen to it and read along, or try to anyway. And so we did that, and we would spend time in Starbucks drinking frappuccinos and lattes and listening to BL drama CDs. Love it. It was such great memories. And he absolutely loved it because he was obsessed with Gundam. He loved Gundam anyway, but he loved Gundam 00, and one of the voice actors really does a great job in Gundam 00, and is plays one of the characters in Classmates as well. You can kind of hear the voice if you listen carefully enough. I can't remember the seiyu's, the voice actor's name, but yeah, he's a good character in both of them. So of course my friend was obsessed with it, just thought it was great. So I've been aware, and I have them all in Japanese. I'm just saying that, them all in Japanese. I have Obi, I have all the extras. Yeah, I have everything that there's to do with Classmates. I've got lots of little goodies as well, but they're all packaged up. So yeah, Classmates is something special to me because it has been around for such a long time, and it was so formative of, oh, BL isn't just, you know, the throwaway nonsense that you can get, which June Manga was publishing quite a lot of at that point in time. Well, there was a lot of them publishing nonsense at the time, but still, this was kind of like, oh, BL can be art too. It can be elevated to a level where every panel is beautiful, and because I've studied art, I know how beautiful a line drawing can be, that even the most subtle little detail on a line drawing can convey so much emotion, so much energy, so much passion, and in this one it's like it's restrained as well. Oh, it's so good. I love Classmates. I love Classmates. So I'm annoyed that I don't have the other two volumes, because I really feel like I should, because I'm such a fan. But also at the same time, it's like, you have it all in Japanese. You've bought it all. You've bought loads of other stuff. You've supported the artist, but you just now need to do it in English too. So I'm very happy to finally have a print volume of Classmates. I will endeavour to get the other two volumes as well, just because I love it so much. Well, there's me rambling on about it for such a long time. If you have not given Classmates a go, there is a lovely movie of it, which I think you can find it online even, but because that is probably quite expensive to buy, and I'm not sure if you can still buy it. So yeah, watch the anime as well, because it's just lovely, and it just gives such a great atmosphere, and such a great voice acting, and also the music. If you know Galileo Galilei, the band, in the Japanese band, they also did some music for some Gundam series. I think they did Asue, which is such a great song as well, and the main singer of that band, he wrote some of the music for Classmates anime, which is just so perfect, because the whole Gundam like connection as well just makes me feel so happy. So this is the antithesis of the opposite of Cast Heaven. It's set in school, it's schoolboys, it's relationships, but they are on completely different planes. So yeah, Classmates is beautiful. I'm really so happy to have this. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to the older titles, more out of print titles, and seriously some white whales here, guys. Oh, so excited! Way too excited. But this is a title I also didn't think I was going to be getting. I'm going to start with my June manga titles that I got for this month. This is Ludwig II by Yo Higuri, and this is volume 2 of the series. It's quite thick. It's very substantial. It kind of makes me feel like there's 2 volumes in one here, like it's kind of omnibus sized, and I think the volume 1 should be roughly the same as well. So I don't know very much about the title, except that I did try and get it before and it was very expensive, so I didn't pay terribly much for it. I think it was about £8, so I was very happy about this. I will have to try and get volume 1 so I can read the series. Hey, you know, I've got plenty to read, so it's fine. The issue is I bought this new from Amazon, but the actual quality of the title, it's obviously been sitting around for a long time because there's a lot of yellowing. So let me just show you how it's a bit yellow, and you can really see it here. Look at that. That's quite obviously yellowed, and yellowing at the top as well. You can see very yellowed inside. Now if that is on purpose, then like, oh, well done, because it kind of goes with the shades on the cover, and the sort of theme of it being historical and oldie worldy. So yeah, I suppose it's quite appropriate and apt, but not exactly the kind of condition you would expect a brand new copy of something to be. However, yes, I got this brand new from Amazon. It was reduced down to £8. I thought, fantastic, I'll have it. But it's not a new book. It's not being newly printed. It's from, I think it's from 2008, actually. Let's see. 2009. There you go, September 2009. So, 2009, it's been 11 years. You don't expect books to be in the absolute brilliant condition. I mean, other than the yellowing, it's in excellent condition, so I'm very happy about it. But it does not bode well for being kept for a long time, which is unfortunate. So yeah, probably best to keep these in drawers just to get it away from the light and things like that. So, but Ludwig II, I don't really know much about the story, other than that is a historical character. And I will look out for a volume 1, which I hope will not be too expensive. Like I said, the ones that I'm getting that are out of print now are going to be more and more expensive, so £8 is actually quite a good price for one of these out of print ones that I'm getting just now. So yeah, I'm very happy to have Ludwig II in my collection. Now this is the second title by June Manga that I have this month. This is Lover's Pledge by Kai Maruya. This is one of the pink bottomed books by June, and so this is actually from 2008, about a year older than Ludwig II, and you can see it's the one that has the cover, the slip for the cover, and it's actually in really good condition. Very, very happy with it. And it was supposed to be a new book, but I got it through Amazon Marketplace, so someone else that was selling it, and I think I got it for about, I think they were selling it for around £10 or £11, and then there was postage and packaging added onto that, so it's kind of for new, it's like retail price. And I did see another volume going for maybe £1 cheaper on eBay, but it was a refurbished copy, and I still haven't, you know, bought a refurbished copy, so I still don't know. Is it good to have a refurbished copy? Does it make a difference? I don't know. So yeah, Lover's Pledge. I had originally seen, once again I thought I had it, but I didn't, and then I thought I'll just get it, it's fine, and then I realised that it was selling for really high prices, like £40, and I was like, well, I'm not going to get it, I'll just wait and see if I can get it for cheaper. So I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. So when you see something you're like, oh, I'll buy that now, and then find out that it's expensive, you get really excited when you see it for like normal cover price. So yeah, I got it for normal cover price. It's going to be one of those, like I've mentioned before, kind of throwaway, easy read type one that I'll probably forget, you know, the next day after I've read it, which happens, but I'm very happy to have it because it adds to the collection. It's one less that I need to get, and I'm very happy to be able to, you know, tick off 2 more things from my list that I need to whittle down smaller and smaller. So I'm really happy to have Lover's Pledge. This was a white whale for me. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it for normal price, so yeah, very happy about this one. Now I debated about which ones to show you next. Honestly, I'm really excited about all the out of print titles that I've got, so it's like, oh, should I show them this next? Oh, should I show them this next? So we'll go through the drama queen titles that I got this month. This one is Rising Storm. Someone actually had a small collection that they were putting up for sale on eBay. They had 2 copies of this, so I managed to get a copy, and it's in absolutely perfect brand new condition. It's amazing, it's in such good nick. They've just looked after it really, really well. So this is Rising Storm by Yuzuha Ogi, and they have another series, Brother, which I read recently, which was just full of nonsense, and but that's a series that also was not fully published, so there are other volumes of that. So Rising Storm is actually one that I thought I purchased a while ago, and it's kind of funny because I've recently gone through my my database and tried to fill in all of the costings and the pricings and things like that, just to make sure that I was keeping up to date with it. And I went through a previous eBay purchase where I purchased a lot of things from someone, and it turns out that I had actually already bought this, but they just didn't send it to me. So you know, that's when you're buying too much and you're not being wary of what you're actually buying. You're just doing it because you're like, buy, 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 buy. And yeah, so I had thought I bought this, and I was correct, but they just didn't actually send it to me. They were sending me a lot of stuff, so it just must have not been posted along with everything else. But I didn't actually pick up on that fact. So yeah, Rising Storm, it adds to my Drama Queen collection, so I'm really happy to be able to add, because I haven't purchased very much Drama Queen recently, so this adds to that collection, because there is a small number of Drama Queen titles. It's not huge, so but there are still quite a few from Drama Queen that I'm missing, that I don't have the more obscure titles. So Rising Storm is not that obscure, but I got it for a good price, so I'm very happy, and it's in such great nick. Really good. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to enjoy reading it. It is Yuzuha Ogi's like earlier work, so shaking my head. You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head. But yeah, really glad to add this to the collection. Oh, so glad. But the next one's amazing, guys. Da 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 da. Challengers Volume 1 by Hinako Takanaga. What? What? Yes. So I have a Challengers Volume 1. I have a Challengers in my collection now. Wow! So this is a Drama Queen title. There was 4 volumes. Oh my god, they're going for like 50 quid each. It's ridiculous. They're so expensive. They're so expensive. Anyway, so I managed to get this for, I think it was about £16, which actually is not bad, because they don't put well, I don't know, maybe it does have a price on it. Let's have a look. UK £7.50 back in the day. So yeah, this is more than cover price, but for this title and for some of the ones that I'll be going, you know, trying to get in the collection, it will be a little bit more, which is disappointing, but hey, for £16 I am so happy, because I bid on this and I was outbid. And the person who got the higher bid, you know, fair play to them, they said that's how much they would be willing to pay, and I was like, oh, nope, this is my limit, I'm not paying more than that. They ended up being like a time waster. They didn't buy the product from the person who was selling it, and so she, instead of just relisting it, she went to me, who was the next person who'd had the next highest bid, and just was like, hey, you still willing to pay that? I was like, yeah, okay. Because I kind of did it on a whim, because I honestly didn't think I was going to win, because I was like, well, I'm not going to put in an extortionate amount, because I'm not going to pay an extortionate amount. But, you know, for Challengers Volume 1, I might pay £16. So that was what I did. So yeah, this is kind of like double what I would usually pay for a title, but it's such a white whale, guys. It's such a white whale. You're probably going, I don't understand, I don't know what it's about. So Hinako Takanaga's huge big title that everyone loves is Tyrant Falls in Love. It's huge and it's ongoing. It's like on volume 10 or 11 or something in Japan. So everyone always thinks this is, you know, a big title, but it was originally a spin-off from Challengers. So Challengers is like the first story. It's about the younger brother and his relationship with this man who he ends up sharing a flat with. Yeah, so it's kind of like, oh, baby BL. It's like BL from the past. Ooh, it kind of has a nostalgic feel to it, and it doesn't have quite such a negative vibe as the Tyrant. I know a lot of people love Tyrant because it's cool, and some people really don't like it. And that's cool too. But Challengers was like the first story. So, Hinako Takanaga has so much work. She's so prolific. She's just churned it out. So yeah, there are 4 volumes. I have a volume 1. I'm so excited. It's really good, guys. I'm really excited about it. So, and it's volume 1, so I can read it straight away. Brilliant. Because actually, I've not read it. I've not read the story. I just know that these are the characters. That's all I know. So, very excited to be able to sit down and read Challengers Volume 1, which is mine and in my possession. That's literally what I've been doing all month. On to the next fabulous title. Okay, so this is my next white whale. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is Gakuen Heaven Nakajima Hen, or Nakajima's story, and this is a blue title. It's also by Yo Higuri, another Yo Higuri title, and Spray. And this is obviously the I want to say it's like otome game. It's all kind of game based, but also there is the anime. And then Blue released 3 volumes of Gakuen Heaven. Volume 1 is so easy to find, so cheap to find. You can get it no problem. You don't need to spend a lot on it, maybe a couple pounds at most. Seriously, you can get it so cheap. Volume 2, which this is really expensive. Did I pay a lot for it? No, I did not. No, I did not. Volume 3, I just have never seen. I've never seen, so that's like huge. That's not a white whale, that's more like a silver or a gold whale. It's like, wow. But Gakuen Heaven Nakajima Hen is something that I was surprised to find. Someone was selling it for a really good price, less than £10, guys, less than £10. I'm so happy when it came. I was like, ah! It's really thin, it's really light. This copy is like brand new. Oh, so new. Oh, I know. I'm like salivating at the fact that I have this in my possession. I have it, it's mine. Yeah. Oh my god, a Nakajima Hen in my possession. So that does mean that, you know, there's the next one to try and aim for, but who knows if that's ever gonna happen. But wow, I am so chuffed to have this. I'm not such a fan, if I'm totally honest, I'm not such a fan of the whole Gakuen Heaven thing, because it's just the same male character who's uke to everyone, or practically uke to everyone, and because it follows the whole game thing of like, oh, are you going to go down this person's arc, or are you going to go this person's arc? And so he just ends up, you know, I'm guessing from all of the Gakuen Heaven books, that he would just end up with different characters and in love with different characters. So I kind of feel like he's cheating on everyone. He's not, he's a character in a game. This is what, it's so stupid. But yeah, so I'm not such a fan of the whole Gakuen Heaven premise. But also, if he was just like, no, I'm gonna get it on with everyone and get, you know, just sow my wild oats, I'd be like totally cool with that, because yeah, you do you. that's your sexuality. But no, he has to fall in love with each of them, and so it kind of leaves a slightly like meh taste in my mouth about the whole thing. Maybe that's just like games like that in general, but and I haven't played very many. I'm not much of a gamer, so yeah. Maybe if I was actually a gamer and played it, I would be like, yay, I got Nakajima, woo, like I was with the books. So yeah, Gakuen Heaven, Nakajima Hen, Nakajima Story, such good quality. Oh, so happy, so happy. The next one's a doozy as well, guys. I'm so happy. So this is another white whale. Another one? Wow, July 2020 really got me. This is Stray Cat by Halco, and this is also a blue title. And I got a really good price for this. Oh, it was really good, so so happy. Yeah, this is another blue title. There are only probably around 5 or 6, maybe about 6 titles from blue that I don't have yet. So I'm just slowly whittling it down. So the fact that I got 2 this month, 2 blue titles and 2 Drama Queen titles, 2 June titles, they're just slowly eating away at the ones that I need to get. And with blue, I've got it down to like just a small little list of the ones that I need to get now. So yeah, I'm really happy that I was able to get Stray Cat by Halco. Wow. So this is just a tip as well, guys. So if you see a volume on eBay that's way overpriced, like this one I saw Stray Cat, and I thought it's always going for around 30, 40, 50, you know, I've seen it for really high prices. And I was like, well, I'm not going to buy it, but I'd like to just keep watching it to see if it ever reduces down in price. And this is what happened. It just went boom, down in price. So the person who was selling it on eBay had it up for about £40 for a year, and then they reduced it down to less than £10. So, or was it just slightly over £10? I'm gonna have to see. It was around £10. So yeah, a cover price. So this is one of the larger trimmed blue titles. I have no idea what the story's about, but it's been a white whale for me, so I'm just so happy. And there's a cat on the front, so it can't be bad. Yeah, I'm so happy about this. I got such a good deal. Oh, when you see this for a year at £40 and then it's like not £40 anymore, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to buy this because it's now at an affordable price. It's now at cover price. It's what you can, you know, justify paying. And that's the whole point on, you know, someone might pay £40 or £50 for a volume because they can justify paying that. And if you can, then, you know, fair play to you. But I can't anymore. I have done it in the past. And then I kind of was like, oh, I could get it much cheaper. So yeah, waiting it out. It feels so good to get something that you've waited out the good price for. So yeah, really happy about this. Stray Cat by Halco. Oh, another one. Okay, so I've got another one to show you that is not a blue title, and it's also amazing. Here it is. Bask in its loveliness. Bask, I say. I've Moved Next Door to You by Huri Misasagi. I have this in my possession. Here is another white whale. I got so many this month. This is an 801 title. My 801 title list to get is so small and it's dwindling. I think I have a couple of Z titles. I have a Fallen Saint's Kiss, which who knows if I'll ever get that, but then I said the exact same thing about this title. And I think I've got Love is Like a Hurricane Volume 1. That's it. That's it. Hardly any, because I now have I've Moved Next Door to You. I'm almost finished my 801s. Woo! I'm almost finished my kitty media as well. Woo! There's a few, you know, I'm nearing, I can see the end in sight for my blue collection as well, so wow, it's so exciting to be at this stage. And oh my god, it's so exciting to have I've Moved Next Door to You. I have no interest in reading this. You're like, why? Why? It's just about the collecting. This month is all about the collecting. It's the collection. It's not about, oh, I really want to buy this title and read this. Yeah, Classmates I want to have, but I want to have it in the collection. I've read it. I know what the story's about. I love it. Given, I've watched the anime. I know what the story's about. I will get around to reading it. Cast Heaven, great. I will want to have it because it's Sublime and I want to have everything. And I got it for a good deal. Almost all of these titles are not ones that I'm like, oh my god, I must read. They are ones that are part of the collection. And there are two sides. There are the readers and there's the collectors. You know, readers who collect books are both readers and collectors. And this month, it's all about the collection. I Moved Next Door to You. Someone put it up. I'm kind of glad I was. Lying awake around 1 or 2 in the morning, reading and listening to music and stuff, not being asleep. And thought just before I go to bed, oh, I'll just check to see if anything's been put up on eBay, you know, new. And boom, this had like literally just been put up for sale for I think it was like £11. It was like £11. So I got out of bed and went to my computer and bought it there and then at like 2 in the morning. Yeah, 2 in the morning shopping for BL. And that is because I have only seen this for over £100. I've only seen it for like you can buy it normal price in America, but the shipping to the UK is extortionate. So yeah, buying something that's actually sold in the UK is so much more economical for a BL collector. There are so many titles I would love to have that I see at absolutely affordable prices in America. Like, there's a title I really want badly and it's only like £2 or £3. But then you add on shipping and it becomes £50. And I can't afford £50 for one volume of manga. So I could never afford this. And I never thought I would get it. So I've Moved Next Door to You, which means there's only I think 2 titles by Furi Misasagi that's been printed. Idle Pleasures was the other one and I got that this year, so I have now completed all that Furi Misasagi has in print. I've Moved Next Door to You. Wow. Wow. So yeah, this is my 801 title too. Adding to them all. Oh my god. If you have read I've Moved Next Door to You and you know what it's about, let me know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What a great collection this month. So that is everything that I got for the month of July 2020. As you can see, it's quite a good stack. There's quite a good number. It's more than I usually get, or at least more than I've been getting for the past few months. And that's because I've got quite a lot of really good old titles, and also I did purchase quite a few new titles as well. So it's been quite a wee buying month. As I said at the start, I'm going to see if I can maybe, you know, cut back on my spending and try and attempt to do a no buy month in August. So this is what I got, the rundown. I got volume 2 of Given by Natsuki Kizu. I got volume 2 of Classmates by Asumiko Nakamura. I got volume 1 and 2 of Cast Heaven by Chise Ogawa. And I got volume 1 of Therapy Game by Meguru Hinohara as the new titles. For my fabulous out of print older titles that I got, I've Moved Next Door to You by Furi Misasagi. Challengers Volume 1 by Hinako Takanaga, Rising Storm by Yuzuha Ogi, Gakuen Heaven's Nakajima Story by Yohiguri and Spray, Stray Cat by Halko, Lover's Pledge by Kai Maruya and Ludwig II. Volume 2 also by Yohiguri. Very, very happy about these titles. If you have read these titles, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below. I do like getting comments, so it's nice to hear about people's. For example, Nakajima's story. I have not read it yet, so I just had a quick flick through and it made me feel uncomfortable because he's not my choice if I was playing the game. Stray Cat, I have no idea what it's about, so I'm looking forward to that. And challengers, if you actually have challengers, the full set, did it cost you an arm and a leg? I mean, literally, did you have to sell your soul to the devil to get it? I feel like a part of my soul has been taken this month, because this is a lot of white whales. This is a lot of really good titles. So, yeah. And Classmates. When did you discover Classmates? You know, it's been 12 years and I still love it. I still think it's great. Hopefully they will license OB and also the next volumes as well, I think. I can't remember what they're called. Ooh, off the top of my head. I don't know. I've got them in Japanese. It's fine. I've got a lot in Japanese. So yeah, seems a bit odd that out of all the titles, Therapy Game Volume 1 is the only one out of all of them that I'm like, oh wow, cannot wait to read this. I'm gonna rip open this plastic and get it read straight away. So yeah, bit odd, but there you go. So yeah, guys, it's been an amazing month for my collection. Hopefully I'll have some more videos up. August is going to be my 1 year anniversary for starting to upload videos on my channel. I had my email account for years, but I never actually did anything with it. So yeah, August is like a 1 year anniversary for me. So I'm gonna try not buy anything. But if I do have a haul, it's because I've purchased the books already. So I know I've bought a few and they're gonna be goodies as well. So look forward to them in the month of August. I'm gonna try and get other videos uploaded as well about my collection that I've been planning for weeks, months, almost a year. It feels really bad that I have no motivation. I hope everyone's doing alright. I know we're getting through it, but there's still a lot of other things going on in the world, so the little things really do make a difference, and my goodness, this just lifted my spirit so much. You can probably tell from my voice that I feel a lot more enthused, and energy, you know, is flowing. I feel so much better than I did last month and the month before. So yeah, things are getting better. The world will carry on. So yeah, and I will keep on collecting. Ooh. Guys, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud. Ooh, it's such a great collection. Right, okay. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.